Hey, what's up? It's Eric Tashal, the writer of The Red Horse, the Book of Revelation. In the last two videos, I taught on how to pray correctly and how to approach God correctly in your prayers. And today, I'm going to teach on the two biggest problems with your prayers. And so if you haven't watched those videos, definitely go back and check them out. Watch all the videos in order. And this is going to take you to an amazing new place with the Lord. So in this video, we talk about the two biggest problems with your prayers, and it's literally as simple as this. Selfishness and self-righteousness. And this is not something that's being taught right now, and it really needs to be. Because we can make an enemy out of a lot of different things, and we can focus on the wrong things. But the enemy, one of our biggest enemies, is selfishness and self-righteousness. That's two of our biggest enemies. And it's as simple as this. This is as simple as I can put it. You know, I'm not going to make a 50-minute video teaching out of something that can be taught in hopefully, under 10 minutes. But the reality is, selfishness is I want what I want and I know what I need. Self-righteousness is I know the best way to go get what I want and the best way to get what I need. Selfishness, I know what I want, I know what I need. No, we don't. Only God knows. Self-righteousness, I know the best way to go get it. And we don't know that either. Only His way is the right way. Seek first the kingdom of heaven and His righteousness instead of seeking things on the earth and our way to go get them. Instead of seeking our own righteousness and our desires, it's as simple as this. The fix in your prayers, His desires, His way, is the opposite of our desires, selfishness, our way, self-righteousness. Simple as that. So I want to show you a statement. I know what I want, and I know the best way to go get it. That's how most people in the world live. I know what I want, and I know the best way to go get what I want. And I know the best way to go get it. And I know the best way for me to go get what I need. So what I would ask you is, where is God in those statements? How many times does God's name appear? 0. How many times did the word I show up? 8. 8 times the word me, I, shows up. God showed up 0 times. So let's reverse that in our prayers. And instead of walking up, like I taught in the first video, how to pray correctly, we're not praying to Santa Claus. It's not a one-way prayer where we say, hey, God, I need A, B, C, D, E. Please go get it for me. And by the way, meanwhile, I'm going to go my own way, pursuing my own desires. That's ridiculous. We're not praying to Santa Claus. We're praying to a living God who knows what we want, knows what He wants for us and what He doesn't want for us, and knows the best way for us to go get it. We're only going to get that when we seek first the kingdom of heaven and His righteousness, and that all of these things then will be added unto us. The desires of the righteous are right, the Bible says. When we're on His righteous path, then we find out, oh, you put that there in us for a reason, to submit it to Him, to submit our desires and our way up to Him. His desires, His way, it's as simple as that. So, I want to ask you something. Are you praying to increase one of two things? The cares of this world, the deceitfulness of riches, and the desires for other things. The things that choke the word and make us unfruitful. That scriptural reference is Mark 4:15. Are you praying to increase your cares of the world, deceitfulness of riches, and desires for other things? Or are we praying to increase, like Jesus said, not mine, but your will be done? That scriptural reference is Matthew 26:39. Big difference. If we're praying a one-way prayer, Lord, please bless me, please bless my family, please bless my friends. That's not what prayer is. Prayer is communication back and forth with a living God, asking for His desires, the desires of His belly, the desires of Jesus' belly. Scriptural references to belly and stomach mean the desires of the belly, the desires of the heart. Are we seeking the desires of ours or theirs? And that's what we want to go after. So, are you praying to increase the cares of the world and the desires for other things other than Jesus, other than God? Or are you praying, not mine, but your will be done, Father? Not mine, but your will be done, Jesus. And he said the same thing, not mine, but my Father's will. So we go up through Jesus, up to a very good Father who knows what we want already. If we're just bringing to him and saying, hey, here's my Santa Claus wish list. Well, he already knew that. And that is not productive for anybody. What the only thing missing in that equation is we need to know what he wants for us and the path he has for us to get there. All right? So, Jesus modeled it, and he said, no one can serve two masters. You will either love the spirit of mammon, your way, your desires, your way, or you will love God's desires, God's way. No one can serve two masters. That scriptural reference is Matthew 6:24. You will either love one, you will either love your desires, your way, and hate God's way, or you will hate your way and love God's way. And that is so important to understand. We have got to lay our lives down like Jesus said and say, Father, I do not want my desires. I do not want my way. I simply want what you have for me and in the time that you have it for me and your way forward for my life. And when we take that position where we literally lay our lives down, then we find getting his answers comes much easier. All right, so thank you for watching this video, and thanks for checking out all the other ones. Don't forget to share and subscribe. The more you can like, share, and subscribe these videos, the more people we can reach with the Rider of the Red Horse message. And all your financial support is greatly needed and appreciated. So if you wouldn't mind even just taking 5 minutes to donate $5 or $10 helps tremendously as we get this message out to the world. Teachings that have never been taught, and what we're doing is we're working our way up to the great sword mentioned in Revelation 6:4 about me. I have it to deliver, but we've got to go back and do some remedial work before I can deliver it. It's going to be an amazing adventure. I'm glad to have you along. Thanks for following me. And as always, my phone number is out there as well as my email. Feel free to reach out with any questions, comments. Love to hear them. Love to get feedback. So thanks again for watching, and hope you have a great day. Thanks.